Don't miss out. Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir. Only 20 septims each.
You're a strange. Visitors like us are rare in this part. To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think? You disappoint me. I expected someone from outside Riften to be different, but I see corruption's reach holds little regard for boundaries. Enjoy the city. It will suit you well. Oh, it's you. I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to... My travels have taken... You're a stranger here too, huh? To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
Whatever you say.
You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her. Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder. I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement. I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Misinchalaft. Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life. It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Eren, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason, so I stayed. I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds. Please be careful.
Never
I
seen the
don't
old
wish
this
to be the
upset about
reason for
anything.
your death.
The city really... The old told me that it isn't this bad everywhere. Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's right.
I was hoping you could help me. It seems I've lost a ring that also means quite a bit to me. It's made of
Okay,
gold
lad.
with an
Ready to make some
inscription
coin?
inside that says, Sand Elsker.
I'm afraid not.
Protect
I don't
yourself
deal
right.
in stone
Buy armor
goods.
from Krelka.
We've been contracted to make sure Branchet remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
Why take a chance?
Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branchet and leave it behind. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of. Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. Gather round, all. Gather round, all. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty
Come
of
on,
room.
Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branchet. Wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the quiz message. It turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing.
I know you.
Hey, watch what you're doing.
Blood elixir.
New in town, eh? Here
Okay,
for the fishing,
we've been no, since we're not the dog. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
A pleasant surprise.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing. Shoving. Plenty of room. Gather round, all. Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Blanchet. This is a
Fresh.
rare.
Eat some produce.
I wouldn't want
them
you to get
before
left
they're
out.
gone.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses,
Hail, companion.
Alma Blood Elixir.
Vegetables as crisp as a
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in light. Masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you
All
get
meats
that?
get-
No one's seen them in years.
Time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
Yes, yes, I have
Time.
Damn.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch. Nah. My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it. All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. There's nothing like fishing on Lake Onric. You should try it sometime. Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. And even Nor thinks I'm wasting my time trying. But I disagree. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course. Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war's driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds. I tried to include her in my lessons from Mara Mar over at the Temple of Mara. She prefers to shop instead.
Sure.
Different strokes,
Oh,
eh?
thank you. Divines bless your kind. Until next time.
From rock joint.
Visiting Riften?
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite, and not all of them end up victorious. The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. They live below the streets, in the ratway, like dirty animals. And trust me, they're no better than the vermin that slink out of there for scraps. They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, not many decent people live here in the first place. It's Riften's name for the sewers beneath our feet. Absolutely disgusting. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels. See for yourself. Everything I've got on display. Hey, really? Be careful looking for those teeth.
Visiting
Those
Riften?
little bastards are
All
dangerous.
are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth yet?
If you're looking
Remember
for
to
a
keep
handout,
at the temple.
you'll want to speak with my husband.
Please, I
If
need
you're
but a
looking-
septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so bad? I can't take this place anymore. The trees, all the colors, but the city's so dark. Why? It makes no sense. So cold, so hungry, so tired.
If anything pleases the... I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
The ivory from this tusk will be perfect for the inlay on my amulets.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Not well, I'm afraid. Not that there's anything that can be... Everything I've got on display, really. See? Travels, Landstrider. If you have any jewelry to sell, I'd be glad to pay you a fair sum in gold for it.
Did you get... There's nothing like fishing on Lake Onric. You should... it sometime.
Come to see what brings you to Take a look. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
Jewelry, legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Are you serious? I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. Well, let's all raise a flagon to Ulfric, future king of Skyrim and... Say, you look like you could handle yourself. Maybe you can help me, if you're looking for work. I need someone to pick up supplies from Naranya, living in Windhelm. Thank you. Just bring it back to me, and I'll gladly pay you for your trouble. Don't ask any questions, all right? Just bring it back to me.
Pleased to meet you. I'm a priestess at the Temple of Mara.
Blessings of Mara upon you. May you return to her benevolence in safety.
Lady Mara, we are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the... explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat, and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of...
As Jarl, did you have some sort of official business here? Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point.
I want you to speak
presume
to the
you're
city
bothering
guard.
me for a good
Make sure
reason.
there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. As Riften's steward, I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance, but speak your mind. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and... Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the Keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. I'd hardly call them a guild, more like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey
As
our
Jarl
laws.
Layla's housecarl. Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep.
Welcome to Riften,
Jarl
traveler.
Layla's steward.
I hope the road fared well for you. While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl? Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne.
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times.
Did we have an appointment? Excuse my disorganization, but someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing! Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy. You don't have to, because it's utter nonsense. It's never going to work. No. What I need to do is reverse that. Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, and then apply it with the proper incantation. What was I thinking? It would never work that first way. Why didn't you tell me? I'll tell you why you won't tell me. Because you were absolutely right not to. It's a fundamental rule of magic, and it would be ridiculous. You can't draw from harmonic energy without a soul siphon. Since you're so well informed, I'm certain you've solved the problem with thermic drift, right? What's not to get? It's as simple as Draven's first axiom of magic. Or was it Galarian's law of casting? I'll tell you what, let me find out where that's from. I'll need to look through my library and get you an answer. What were we talking about? Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments. As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help. Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer's spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Fellstar Farm, I believe it's called. The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well. Huh. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. I have to remember. Ward first, then summon.
Jewelry here.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
The orc did frown, and bid the elf abide.
Come on. Oh. I've never seen such a thing. Oh. found Everything all right? I'll be sure to put it to good use. right then.
This one is different.
Talk to me again when you've proven yourself to Brynjolf.
It's time to face the truth.
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Things are changing.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Percy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning. Helga is a devout follower of Dibella, and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave. I'll be here when you're done.
Stay out. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Why? You think it's funny or something? Oh yeah, I think so too. You're pretty smart. Hey, here. Have one on the house. I already told you. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground.
Have anything for us?
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knight. I have not always been a ragged beggar. I learned my art from the masters of the art. I studied with the faculty of chirurgeons and Cloudrest. I walked with the hollow-faced men of Notahogra for 3 years. I count the nobility of both the Empire and the Dominion among my clients. And yet, I have fallen so low that I must justify myself to a wanderer in the sewers of this backwater of the world. Until next time.
Talk to me. Come back later, and I may have some work for you. Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Have anything for us yet? I'll be here when you're done.
Talk to me again when you've proven yourself.
You better have coin to pay for your drinks. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Very well. Just let me know when you're ready to purchase the house. Got a lot of nerve coming down here. People tend to get hurt. I don't know you, so we've got nothing to talk about. How about you finish the job Brynjolf gave you? Then we can talk. All right, then.
I'm not here to hold your hand. Figure this one out for yourself.
I'm busy. Don't you have something to do?
Last person who made trouble for Veckel ended up with a smashed head. Until next time.
Protect yourself
Beautiful
right.
baubles
Buy
and
armor from
gleaming
Grelka.
gemstones over here.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here. jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelad.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelad. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
Ouch! Hey!
Riff
I do hope my
that's all
father.
you
Gotta
can
get me
do,
out of
so
here.
hard.
Ever since
You
I
really
read
shouldn't
that
be here. Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelad the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelad runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try, but I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelad hates visitors. If there's nothing else, I really must ask you to leave.
What do you want? You have no business being in here.
All meat guaranteed, clean and free from rock joints.
What do you want? With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Be brief, Imperial. There's only so long I can stand being downwind of your stench. They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that That's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Imperial bastard.
What do you want?
Here for a room or something to drink? Sure. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? The city guard has been tearing Riften apart, looking for the source of our skooma problem. I'd hate to be in their shoes if they get discovered. No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them. Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
What do you think you're doing?
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
Go on then.
Oh. My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
So, can I interest... Doing anything today? What? So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message? Petty threats and fist-waving are not going to sway me. You people are all talk, and everyone knows it. You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves. Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid you'll just have to leave. Please, I don't have anything to pay you with. Don't destroy my urn!
This isn't happening.
No! That urn was priceless. All right, I get it. I'll pay on time from now on. Just don't smash anything else. Here, take your gold, and leave me in peace. I hope you're here for friendlier reasons now. They used to be pretty feared around here. I mean, you'd whisper the name, and it'd send chills down your spine. Now, they're nothing more than ruffians and thugs, trying to pry a few extra coin from honest people. All it would take is a small force of guard to go into the Ratway and flush them out. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. I hope Brynjolf chokes on his gold.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He spends too much time.
Lion little harlot. That brat.
You lost?
You dirty thief!
It's you. Please, don't hurt me. I know who you are. You've been terrorizing the entire city. Please, there's no need for that here. Message understood. Here, I even have the payment. Look, I got the message. What else did you want? Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap. This heap of matchsticks is what everyone calls Helga's bunkhouse. Can you stay here? No. The bunkhouse is for the working man, not some sort of luxury inn for tourists. Just leave me in peace.
Trees. A fall forest makes me miss my childhood.
Please
Playing
help me.
towering
I'm going to
trees
lose
above
my
me,
job at the
living with my
Riften
brother.
fishery. Bolly is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but Indarin and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no patience at all. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery. My job at the Riften fishery is in danger. The owner, Bolly, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't stop. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back to my life. Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me. Hello, friend.
Comes. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore. I'd appreciate it if you'd keep your hands to yourself. Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman? So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things. It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm, to rub her nose in it. Actually, there is. But I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do. Oh, this is going to be great! You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out. Try and get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be
Can't you bother me at my
responsible for their
armor
deaths.
stand in the market?
Or yours.
I'll teach you how to use it effectively, and keep you quick on your feet. Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum. They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
Working at the Riften
We'll be back
fishery
there
is
in the
tough.
month.
But it puts
Any
some
luck
coin
getting
in
the
my
marks
pocket.
from those men?
Good evening.
She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family. But look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrik. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can. Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of... Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first. Damn it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me. Yeah, fired. Sure. That's what I meant. Travel safe.
Be careful.
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold is a mistake.
there's gonna be trouble.
I think Brynjolf
So,
could give you
job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood, the telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. Watch Delvin's back.
I think you better listen to Mercer and Brynjolf first. We can talk later.
Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions. Just this way. Keep following. Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of turn again and we have a problem. Now, are we clear on all of this? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not
Better
talking
be
about it. Even our little Vex couldn't get it.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in.
I suggest you listen to what Mercer can say, if you want. Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Cornelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble. Maven prefers that Arangoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arangoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex, and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arangoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits. We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arangoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arangoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the 4th era in prison. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Could have just asked.
A lot of people are beginning to get impressed with you here, me included. Just wanted to let you know. I'll show you what I know. I used to live in Valenwood, working at my father's winery. We made the finest wine to ever cross your lips, I promise you. We were doing well. Plenty of coin, a huge mansion, and I was even betrothed to a lovely young woman. Because it was dull. Every day was the same boring routine. Working at the winery, social visits with friends, parties with no one I cared about. I just wanted a little excitement. Something dangerous. I hooked up with a guild in Valenwood. I think they called themselves the Silver Crescents. Spent quite a few years doing jobs for them. Made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. I didn't really need it. I was running with them because it fit. made me feel alive. Well, after a while, my father caught on to what I was doing. He confronted me one night and gave me a choice. Either leave Valenwood, or he'd have me thrown into jail. Gave me a day to say my goodbyes to everyone. I ended up in Skyrim thanks to a contact I'd made when I was with the Crescents. Good old Delvin. He introduced me to Gallus, and that was it. I've been here ever since. And you know what? Despite what I left behind, I don't regret it one bit. The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into making Blackbriar mead, just about the best tasting mead in all of Skyrim. If talking your way out of trouble isn't enough, you could always pick up some training from Delvin, Vex, or Viper. Also, I recommend hitting the training room if you need lockpick practice. Helped me out of a jam more than once. Come find me if you need more marksman training.
I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already be on your way. A word of advice: don't disappoint me.
You could have just... I guess I... What are you doing? What are you... You could... You could... You could have... Hey! I want to talk to you. I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them. Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest. No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways. I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did. Go and pick some fights. Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want? Need something?
What's on your mind?
Hey, let's talk a second. You're making waves around here. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. It was on a job a few years back. It was supposed to be a simple burglary on a house in Windhelm. I was working with Vex, but we got inside with no trouble. We found the loot and made our way out. Well, it was, up until the point where we set foot outside. The house was surrounded by town guard. The client had ratted us out. Vex just tells me to run, so I did. Half of them went after me, the other half went after her. Huh, are you kidding me? Vex lost them in seconds. Once she steps into the shadows, she vanishes. Me? I ran, and I ran, straight through the gates of Windhelm, and all the way back to Riften. Vex was waiting for me at the flagon when I came in, drenched in sweat. Everyone just took a look at me and laughed. Well, I had forgotten we had our horses tied up just outside of Windhelm. Vex rode hers back and arrived hours before I did. So, that's how I earned the name. Now keep it to yourself. I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire, and they'll go up like kindling. I'll point you to the first and last person you're ever going to need to talk to. Nelia. She's the guild's fence. Treat her right, and she'll make you rich. Try and rip her off, you'll have the whole guild to answer to. Come back and see me if you ever need pickpocket training.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something. I've never seen anyone with skills like... My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes. No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. Perhaps they could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything. Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father, gave it to me. Thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so. I appreciate that. Be seeing you.
This better be important. I'm quite busy.
Interest you in some marksman training?
I think you're all right. Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale. When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief. I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. Made a great deal of gold doing it, too. It's where a client pays you to get arrested. You get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes well, to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape. That's where my strengths came in handy. Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. No guild to back you up. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own. And the last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again. I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief, rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that. I'm sure we'll speak again.
What's on your mind?
You're not supposed to be in here right now. You know you're not supposed to be in here right now. Not really. You're not really alive. You're not really. Oh, you're not supposed to be in here right now.
Brynjolf, eh? Look, lying to my face isn't gonna win you any favors with me. I can promise you that. On the other hand, taking some of these extra jobs off my hands, now, that'll get you to the top of my list. See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help. Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose. I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If breaking's more your thing, go talk to Vex. Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing? Here's everything you need. You get caught, but we've never heard of you.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them. I don't know about the others, but I sure am glad to see a fresh face down here. The flagon used to be packed every night with the boys from the guild. But now look at it. The last few years have been pretty bad. I've almost closed this place up. Now that you mention it, there is. I have a buyer with, shall we say, a very odd taste in literature, looking for some particular books. I'm told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel, and his peculiar cravings. It's said to be spread across 4 volumes, and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you. Then we have a deal. In his later years, Arundel moved into some ice caves known as Ingvild. He preferred the solitude in which to perform his, experiments. Only rumors. He used to have a home in Dawnstar until they burned it down. The people say he was doing unspeakable experiments on reanimation. Rituals only a necromancer would perform. After he made for Ingvild, he was never heard from again. The house I mentioned earlier is still available, if you want to buy it. Very well. Just let me know when you... Recently, a woman was found, naked and shivering along the road to Dawnstar. The only information the guard could get from her were tales of strange experiments, and Arundel scribbling in his journals. Until next time.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee. Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us. Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got. Well, you could always speak to Delvin or Vex if you're looking for extra... Or if you're looking for training, we've got plenty of it down here. Delvin, Vex, Neruin, and Vipper can give you a leg up on that. Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise and we'll see what kind of deal we can make. Now, if you'll excuse me.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Even, I don't care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in her skull if you try it.
So, you're Brynjolf's
Welcome to the cozy little
protege,
family. I'm one of the
Don't look like much to me.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't
Before we
disappoint
begin, I
us.
want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. Every now and again, we like to remind the shopkeepers that we're in charge. If that means breaking into their strong boxes and stealing something valuable from them, then so be it. Feel like doing a bit of shopping? The guild way? Alright, take this and get out of here.
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Let's move.
Something I can help with, or do you just want to talk?
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to... No.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor. You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you.
Maribel does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. I can't wait. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? Until next time.
Good to see you. Hello again, friend. Take a look. Mm-hmm.
Restoration? Why are my research material? Take a look. Until next time. Good to see you.
Cesargo is eager to hear how the scrolls are working.
Hello, my friend. What can I do for you on such a fine day? All right, then.
His word of how well his scrolls work.
Even with the colleges laid back, I hope you've got some coin. Well then. All right, then. There are some experiments. I hope you've got some coin. Let's just take a look, then. All right, then.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely... If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership. Until next time.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Good to see you. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Gwema, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. said let's go, now. I have many important... Are you quite sure? Find out why he's here and what he wants.
Please, what you learn
it is good
here
to
will
meet you
last
in
a
person.
lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our Order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. He was once a student here at the college. Now he is... something different. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your... I am sorry. Now, it is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Well,
until next time.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
Good to see you. Good to see Skyrim still has such... The key to wards is that they take time to charge. Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magicka reserve. Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I can't find my alembic. I suppose if you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me? Ah, yes, there it is. Thank you so much. Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. Good to... Spells and incantations, for those with the talent to cast them. All right, then.
I know you. Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business only. Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Wait, I know you.
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social call? Ah, and let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. You see, I don't really outright own Frost. That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Blackbriar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrush at the stables. Obviously, that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment. Sure, take advantage of the guy in jail. Okay, fine, I can make the deal sweeter. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the lodge. And I did manage to hold on to the key. Take it.
Wait, I know you. Go cast your pesky magic someplace else.
Need something? Well met, friend. How can I help you?
I've never seen Mjol this upset. Working at the Riften fishery is tough. Glad it puts something
Somebody
on
help! Someone do something!
Come to see Balaman perform the finest weapons and armor. but genuine fire salts will do. The forge... the difference.
Can I help you? I'll be sure to put it to good use. Right then.
Come to see Balliman perform. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. Welcome to the pond. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Until next time.
Yes? Let's move.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want?
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work?
So what?
Yeah, what do you...
Problem?
Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do, despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took... And if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the picture? Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one pulling the strings around this city. She's always welcome in Mistveil Keep, and between you and me, I'm pretty sure she even has some pretty influential friends within the Empire. I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite a few troubleshooters to take care of messy problems. You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? You aren't making any sense. Hand what over? If word gets around that I betted her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway. Good. Now maybe I can get back to work.
Thinks he's... My Nwah of a father thought he could pull my strings. Continue the halal...
We serve only the best. Take a look.
I left all that nonsense behind.
Come back and see us again.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want? I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work?
Wait. I know you.
So what if I have a problem? I know how to deal with it.
I presume you're bothering.
Careful! My food is the best in all of Skyrim.
Huh? Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day. But I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now, Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of acid.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents. This place, take a look. Be careful. The road to Shore's Stone could be dangerous.
Any luck gathering those ingredients? My mind is on my experiments today. What did you need? My experiments can't be completed until you've... What was it you wanted?
I don't really know anyone at the college. I guess everyone just assumes I'm... People won't say it, but they're afraid of me, so they
Need something?
I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right?
If there's anything you need, just let... Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. All right, then. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
My Dagor and I have an understanding. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Mm-hmm.